Hello, you guys. Sorry about the wait, which I kind of like to give people a minute to get notified, anyways, but I had to pee and get Bentley situated. He had shots yesterday, so we've kind of been going through it. He woke up in the middle of the night with his leg hurting, asking for medicine, and he never wants medicine. So yeah, anyways, how are you guys? Hey, good grandma. Hey, Sparkle Plenty. Welcome. Hey, Muffin Top, Single Mama 4. Can you guys hear me okay? Um, Good Grandma, 7 of us. Night Stalker, hey, Chitty Chatty Meg. Melinda. Yeah. Hey, Karen. Oh, awesome. I can't see that she did like that on StreamYard, it didn't even show me that she did that second month membership post. So yeah, thank you, Single Mama 4. Hey, X amount of words. Woofy. Hey, Glenda. Okay, so I wanted to talk about Lily Peters and Summers case, and I thought that it would be fun if we kind of did a search together to see like the latest, what's coming out on Twitter, looking at the newest articles, that kind of thing. Hold on one second. Bentley apparently needs me already. Okay, he's a good boy. Hey, LFT. Hope you're having a good day. Hey, Delana. Hey, Brian. Been reading a lot on her case the last few days. It is shocking. Yes, it is. Okay, let me pull up because in case some people don't know about her case, I had a little article I grabbed this one because it showed like pictures of the crime scene. But today on Kelly's Live, which if you guys are following Lily's case, CDT has been covering it in so much detail. She has a playlist. I shared it on my community page. Please go check that out because you can get a lot more details of the first few days, like as everything was happening as far as court goes. When some of the information about the dad leaked, Kelly did a live on that. She just did one today on some stuff with the mom. So she's doing a really good job. Yeah. Is it doxing yourself if you say your first name? No, good grandma. Really, doxing is like saying your name, your full name, and some kind of like maybe the town you live in or something like that. So if somebody wanted to target specifically you, they would know how to find you. But be careful. Don't trust anybody on here. Give it time before you do, because people are rotten. Okay, so this kind of goes from the beginning. This happened in Chippewa Falls. Actually, my first roommate in college was from there. I'm almost certain because it was I remember thinking it sounded like an Indian, something from Native American. I think Woofy has the link, Karen. Oh, hi, Yenny. I didn't see you. Okay. This is just awful. I mean, and Lily, which her real name is Ileana, beautiful name. I love her name. What a beautiful little girl. Okay. So, law enforcement in Wisconsin launched a homicide investigation into a 14-year-old boy after discovering the body of a 10-year-old girl near a walking trail on Monday. So she was actually reported missing Sunday. But let's keep reading because it might tell us what I was going to say. Police arrested a juvenile suspect who knew Ileana Peters, who went by the name Lily, they announced Tuesday evening. This article is 2 days old, so some of the stuff that's released about the suspect probably isn't in here. Preliminary autopsy results found Peters died of strangulation and blunt force trauma. Chippewa County Coroner Ronald Patton said the autopsy showed the manner of death was homicide, and he expects results from toxicology tests within approximately 4 to 6 weeks. I wonder why that takes so long. Because, like, they probably have an instant test of what's in the system. The teen arrested in connection with the death of Lily appeared by video in court Wednesday, where a judge ordered him held on $1 million bail. The boy was not publicly identified by name and has been identified only by the initial CPB. Kelly I think it's Carson. We'll find this stuff. Let me keep reading. Prosecutors alleged on Wednesday the teen followed Peters out of her aunt's home Sunday night in Chippewa Falls, then strangled and SA'd her on a walking trail where her body was found the next morning. During a Tuesday news conference, Chippewa Falls Police Chief Matthew Kelm didn't say whether the suspect was related to Lily or where the arrest occurred. He said there was no longer any danger to the public. We now have come to find out that it was her cousin. It's actually her first cousin. Her dad and his mom are brother and sister. Let's see. She was reported Sunday evening. She was in 4th grade at Parkview Elementary School. Here's what we know about the situation. Father reported her missing after she didn't return from her aunt's house at 9 p.m. When she did not return home. A bicycle believed to belong to Lily was found late Sunday night in some woods near a walking trail. I can't see the chat while I'm doing this, but I will get right back to it. That area is less than a mile northwest from where Lily's aunt lives. So that's like one of the pictures of the crime scene. And there was, in an article Kelly went through this morning, there was drone photos of the crime scene. Her body was found about 9:15 a.m. Monday in a wooded area near the walking trail. She lives a quarter mile west of where her aunt lives. Here's a little map that kind of shows her aunt's house, her house, where her bike was, the elementary school and stuff. Let me check on you guys for a second. Oh, welcome, Karen. Thank you. Yeah, Yenny. Oh my gosh, when your kids are the exact age of a case that you're watching, it hits you in a different way. It's weird. I want to know, what do you guys think? Do you think a 14-year-old Carson Peters Berger? That's what I thought. Thank you. I thought it was Carson. If you guys had, it is the worst thing ever. Well, let me ask you like this. Let's look at it from if you were the parent of the victim versus if you were the parent of the perpetrator. So if you were the parent of the victim and a 14-year-old did this to your child, family or not, would you want them to be tried as an adult? And then if it was your own child, what would you think? Because we have to face it. These kids, if you've watched any of Kelly's stuff, you know, a lot of the family was up to some bad stuff, and they had, you got to question their home life. And then at 14, your brain is nowhere near developed. You still have 10 years of developmental stuff, as far as decision making goes, and you know what I mean, all of that stuff. So I don't know. I want to know what you guys think about that. Hey, Izzy Rose. Come on, that's a hard question. Yes and yes, because it's that bad. There is a notice of decorum about this case. We should not mention his name. Okay, Sparkle. Thank you. I know that it's already out there, and that was kind of Kelly's line of thinking, which made sense to me. But we can call him CB or whatever. I'm okay with that for now. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? A notice of decorum. I think the story behind the 14-year-old's dad is crazy and so unfortunate. I know. So his dad is actually just fresh out of prison and in a halfway house for some um, for sex crimes. Gannon Stalk, oh Yenny, that one there. I cannot wait for the day that I watch that bitch pay for what she did to that baby. I can't wait to see her walking out of the courtroom into her forever home or whatever. Or if, you know, the death penalty technically, I believe, would qualify in that case, even though Colorado no longer uses it. If the crime was committed up until like June 1st of that same year, so it happened a few months before. So CPB, yeah, that's fine. That's fine with me, Sparkle. Hold on one second. It's just a tough call. Yeah, it is. Hey, baby. Hold on, you guys. Bentley's naked. I bet you he peed on his clothes when he was peeing. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. He spilled his soda on himself. Lord have mercy. This case won't be jeopardized by a YouTuber saying his name. Daily Mail put it out. Yeah. He has been shown. His picture's been put, in mainstream media as well. So it is hard because once it hits mainstream media, there's really nothing that we can do. But let me keep reading this just for anybody who hasn't heard of it. And then I want to do a Twitter search. He told the judge his son was, quote, the best of me, unquote, when seeking unsupervised visits in 2020. Yeah, I heard that. It is ironic. It's sad. It's crazy. I have to wonder how much his son saw. And, his son came and, he confessed to police. He explained how it happened. He said he punched her, then hit her with something, and then strangled her. And then after she was gone is when he did the essay. It's disgusting. He's got but then again, I look at it and I'm like, 14, that's a baby. This kid has probably not been raised, we know he hasn't been raised by the best of the best, at least definitely on one side, and he needs mental health help. It's unfortunate. Ordered by a judge, I think, but don't quote me. I don't know. I would bet if it was ordered by a judge, mainstream media wouldn't have put his name out. I guess we'll have to see what happens. I'll hold back for now. It doesn't change anything for me. His main objective was rape from the get-go. It says the 14-year-old is a convicted SA. What? Here, let's keep reading for a minute on this, and then we'll do a Twitter search. That's where you find sometimes some really interesting information. That's kind of what I thought we could do today for both cases. So, at a press conference Tuesday, the sheriff announced that a juvenile suspect was arrested earlier that evening. The suspect was known to Lily, now we know, 14-year-old cousin. Okay, here we go. So, a district attorney described the circumstances of Peter's death. The boy hit her in the stomach, knocked her to the ground, strangled her before hitting her with a stick, and then the DA said strangling her to the point of death before he then essayed her. The teenager was charged in adult court with first-degree intentional homicide. If convicted, the boy could be sentenced to life in prison. He is being held at a juvenile detention center. That's important. You know, when they throw these 14-year-old kids, just like in that documentary, When They See Us, and this is a true story, one of the kids that was falsely accused was a 14-year-old boy, and they threw him in prison, and he was raped quick. I mean, almost instantly. They become prey in prison, these little boys. That's my, because you know, I don't know, I definitely think he needs to be paid for what he did, but then my heart, and not only that, like the knowledge that I have that the brain hasn't developed, different things like that make me weary on how I feel. The suspect was not a stranger, was known to the victim. An Amber Alert wasn't issued. So Chippewa is in Wisconsin, 100 miles from Minneapolis. And then here are, some of we'll go ahead and look at this and then, geez. What is happening here? There we go. Oh, that's a cute little ice cream thing. So they both her and Summer both have shared that purple theme. Let me see what you guys have to say. 14 is not a baby. No, it's not a baby, but it I don't know. I have a 13-year-old. To me, he still feels like a baby. But yeah, it's so sad when these juveniles come out more damaged than they went in. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Sparkle. These children get on the internet and are influenced by terrible things. A lot of parents don't monitor their children enough. I agree. I went in looking at my son's like Roblox messages and stuff. I kind of do that from time to time. And I was shocked. Even there was nothing like alarming, but still there was like a little girl on there who was kind of like, felt to me like following him around. I don't know. We need to all pay very close attention to what our babies are doing online. I still see my 13-year-old as a baby. Yeah. Read the article from the girl's dad. It's bad. Okay, let's do that. First, let me do something really quick. Let's stop screen share, because I know Kelly has went over an article with the dad and then one with the mom. But I thought first I wanted to go onto Twitter and search for her and see the latest kind of tweets coming out. So oh, guess what, you guys? Jennifer Coffindaffer, the FBI lady, who is the one who said, she thinks that the investigation was handled so poorly by, oh, look here, Alex, Amber, and Kelly. Oh, shoot. The one that thought the investigation was handled so poorly by Kingsport and TBI and all the whole of them. She's made lots of comments about that. She's going to be on Chris McDonough's show the 1st, I think, which I cannot wait to see that. She tweeted, after hearing what Lily Peters suffered, I will not tweet anything for 24 hours as a tribute to her. Innocent Lily, you did not deserve this. For victims everywhere, we know what it means to be terrified, to not know if we will live, to be helpless in every way. Sad for Lily. Oh, let's check her out for just a second, just because I want to see. So she's tweeted about Gabby. Each state has their own laws concerning whether juveniles will be tried in adult or juvenile court. So she's talking often about, same stuff we're talking about. Harmony Montgomery. She's tweeted a lot about Summer Wells, and she, not satisfied with the investigation there. There's another 14-year-old boy that's being tried for the Tristan Bailey case, and that's just as horrific. Okay, let's go back. Here's the latest. It was it cousin. Let's see what you guys have to say. She's not a journalist, good grandma. She works for the FBI. She might be retired FBI. Hey, Amber, I do that too. Listen and fall asleep or just lay there and not watch chat. I'm usually not watching chat. Thank you, Sparkle. Retired FBI agent. Yep. I'm a local, and I don't like how the Summer Wells case is going either. Let's see. Okay. Inside the troubled upbringing of Lily's killer, who was 6 when his... I'm not going to go into that one. President of the United States would love to hear. So someone tweeted the president and said, would love to hear your plans for porn, online child predators, internet safety in regards to cases like Lily Peters and Demetrius Carl Davis. I still wonder why it takes so long for toxicology. I feel like if the prosecution and judge wanted to keep Lily Killer's name a secret, they should have never given his initials. People went sleuthing. That's probably true. Not a ton on it that we haven't seen or don't know about. But like I said, oh, look here. Local lawmaker vows to review Amber Alert policy after Lily Peters' murder because she didn't qualify for an Amber Alert. Some people say, a lot of people have no... when someone is the age of accountability and they're 100% guilty of a heinous murder, why do we keep them in prison comfortable and cushy instead of using a firing squad? I read recently there is a state that's still using firing squads, or is currently using firing squads. Oh my God, that's awful. What a beautiful child. There's her mom. Oh, here we go. Here's Amber's video or Kelly's video. And like I said, she has went into serious detail. If you want a lot of detail, go over there. Wow, people are already doing deep dives into the alleged perpetrator. The father of the 14-year-old... The father of the 14-year-old who killed Lily Peters thought it was okay to teach children to hate too. So this is his account, I guess. I took this picture of my girls in NYC, so flipping off the Trump Towers. Wow. Let's see. Be Free Man 2010. Huh. Is that his account? He's tweeted a lot if it is. Tips from the public is what led to his arrest. I'm curious of when he came in, what was on his clothes and what did his family think once they found out she was missing? He was last to walk, to be with her, walk in her home. How could he? I don't know. So Hawkins County is typical. So sad. Bye, Karen. Thank you for hanging out. Yep, I agree, Brian. Their environments are also similar. It's sad. I was telling somebody that in my real life, almost every kid we hear about, their parents are on drugs. A lot of them have been in and out of the system. Sometimes they're hurt in the system. Sometimes they're given back to their parents who hurt them. I don't know. Didn't he brag about it to his siblings? Night Stalker. I hadn't heard that yet. I wonder if they grilled him. Well, he confessed. I bet they did. Yeah. Bentley is being so good. He's in there just laying there watching his tabby, snacking, and oh, I said that, and here he comes. Oh, whoa, he's got scissors. Hold on. Okay. He was trying to cut the tag out of his thing. Oh, I'm going to tell him you said that, Muffin Top. You guys are sweet. He wanted to cut the tag out of his shorts, Bentley, and scissors. And no. Oh, I know that. I'm like, oh God, wait, I gotta go. I can't believe he can even reach them. What is this about the boy's dad being a convicted pedo? So, you know what? We can actually look right here real quick before we move on and start talking about Summer, because I did see an article up here about that. Let's see. Here we go. This is Metro from the UK. So, father of boy accused of killing Lily is a convicted pedophile. I hate when ads do that, like right at the top of the thing, and it cuts off your. Ugh. Okay, the teenage boy accused of raping and murdering 10-year-old Ileana Peters is the son of a convicted pedophile. He spent 3 years in prison for being in possession of child pornography with young girls on his cell phone. Charging documents obtained by the news outlet state that 10 pornographic images of young girls with their legs spread were found on the 37-year-old father's phone. His face was Other photos showed semi-dressed girls in heels, a tutu skirt, and a feather boa, and all of them focused on their genitalia. Ugh, according to court documents. The father currently lives in a halfway house after being released from a correctional institution in April of 2021. So, a year ago. Why do I still think it's 2021 sometimes? He's a registered SO. Look at her. She's so beautiful. And I thought about this. This picture, like, I do this with my kids every year, like, take pictures of them throwing leaves in the air and, like, laying in the leaves and creating piles of leaves and stuff. And it makes me think that somebody was doting on her, like, just thinking about how perfect she was and taking pictures of her. And I don't know, maybe not, but we don't know. In a letter sent to a judge from jail, the father petitioned to have unsupervised visits with his son, whom he called, quote, the best of me, unquote. Other letters filed in support of his efforts to regain unsupervised contact with his son described the accused killer as an unhappy child who looked miserable in the company of his mother. Prosecutors on Wednesday said the 14-year-old boy, who has not been publicly named despite being charged as an adult, planned to R-word and kill the victim from the get-go. I know I've already said that once, but I don't want to flag it too much. The boy, identified only by his initials, CPB, punched Lily in the stomach, knocked her to the ground. We heard that already. On Wednesday, a judge set his bond for $1 million. So he also got a charge. This was interesting to me. He got a charge of first-degree essay of a child under the age of 13. He's only 14. So could he be registered as, like, say in another case, it was only the essay, and it was like a 14-year-old and a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old. But could they be registered as a pedophile forever over that? Or is it just because of the murder charge? Because I don't know. The suspect is also no longer allowed to be alone with his siblings if visits are requested. Officials have said the boy left the same house as Lily, but have not confirmed how they knew each other. His father often wrote to the family and said he dreamed of a future reunited with his son. He advocated for unsupervised contact with the suspected killer, claiming in documents obtained by the court that he is not a victim of my offense. The motion was denied. It's unclear whether he's seen his son since his release. So that's pretty much it. Oh, dang, I'm not even sharing that screen. I was sharing a tab, so I read it to you and y'all didn't see the pictures. Well, that's probably good anyways, because it just showed pictures of him. Well, no, it didn't. You couldn't even see when I was talking about the picture. It was the one of her with the leaves here. Let me show you real quick. That's the one bad thing about this screen share only sharing the tab. I'm sorry, you guys. Here. Let's see. Just when I show you real quick the photo I was talking about, that made me think somebody may have been, well, it seems like somebody was doting on her to take this picture, which you think the same thing in Summer's case. You think, there's so many pictures of her and a lot of pictures of them out in nature and kind of doing their thing as a family. So it does seem like they're being, like, doted on, like you should do your kids, Uh-oh. What's wrong with the sound? Okay, I have sound now. I read up about Lily's case in the Guardian newspaper. They had some great coverage. Thank you, Brian. No, he didn't get out. That's what that kind of confused me too in the article about him not being around his siblings. I guess if they're saying if he can make the $1 million bond. She was a beautiful little girl. My God, perfect. Okay, so I think now let's move on to Summer. And we can talk about Lily too if something comes up or something that you guys want to, it can be fluid and kind of go back and forth. But I do want to stop that. First, I want to see when I'm checking for Summer now, I'm always looking on Evil Exists because they put out stuff fast sometimes and they're quick little videos. And then we're going to go through the Twitter and then maybe the recent like Google post. Now, I know that since we talked about it, the last time we talked about it, we knew that the woman had come out saying that she didn't want, Tim, basically telling Tim Mullen to stand down. Let me see. Okay, 1 second. Let's do this. Share screen. Delana scared me for a second. Okay.
Even though everyone stands up to leave when the service is done.
I just clicked on this one just because if you haven't seen it, it's interesting. Most people have seen it. Look, it's got 100,000 views, damn near. But before we go to his
Summer
newest
walks
videos,
around
let's
the
check
church
it out.
and seems to be drawn towards Robin. When Robin picks up another child in the church, Summer runs to the front and wants Robin to pick her up.
Actually, I'm going to mute it and let's just look through it like this. Oh my God, you guys. It just like hits me in the gut seeing her like alive and well and up there like that and not just a picture. She looks like Mary-Kate and Ashley in that Full House show right there a little bit. Oh my God, how cute. Her smile at that lady right there. Watch her. Oh my God. Oh, you guys. Whew. Hold on, let me make it bigger. There is a lot of disturbed people out there. Allegedly, Candace is breaking her silence tonight. Who knows what that means? Oh, okay. Let's see. Hey, Vicky. Oh my God, look at that pretty baby. I know, Punksy, that smile that she did there, it was like a little angel or something. Like it was so just sweet and genuine. It's sad. This is sad. Just kind of watching her body language. She's just looking around at everybody. You know how kids are. They're curious and they get bored easy too. Oh my God. Look at her. Oh my Lord. Think she seemed like starved for affection almost. Because I know that my kids are not going to go to church and love on somebody like that. Because you know what I mean? That makes me think that, like, nothing against Robin, just they're not going to go love on anybody because they're loving like that on me or maybe their dad or their grandparents. Maybe. And that's a big maybe. So let's see. Then we have, I think that lady kind of gets onto her, maybe if this is that same video. So here I think is where Candace is. See her right here? I don't know if you can see my mouse. She's in the front row on the very end, asleep. Just letting Summer run around there. I mean, I could never do that. I couldn't even let him go out of my sight. Like if I'm where she's at and he's back in the back in between these other pews, that would scare me. I cannot imagine just being comfortable enough, relaxed enough, feel like your kid is safe enough to fall asleep in a room full of strangers because there ain't no way you know these people, all of them. And we know you didn't. Y'all hadn't been there that long. Can't get more comfy from that. Yeah. Huge red flag that child was in distress. Agree, Muffin Top. Vicky, right? I know. I can barely hold Bentley, but he's a lot bigger. But feel the love. It is awful. It's sad. Yep, you're right, Melinda. Can't get more comfortable than that. Only adult in the building laid out like that. Yep. I see my kids and nieces in summer, blonde and blue-eyed. She was starved for attention. Me too, Alex. I took kids home to have fun with my kids right after Sunday school. Oh, I know what you mean, but when you see your kids in them like that, that makes the connection even deeper and more personal. I don't know who he is. Ernie's at 8 Central, so who knows what that means. Breaking your silence to me would mean tell law enforcement what you know. Who goes to church, sits right at the front, and falls asleep? Yes, I know. That you have either no self-awareness, or I'll tell you what, if you're on like a lot of like benzos, you don't really care about stuff in the same way. Like you don't have that worry in your head. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what she's breaking her silence on. I guess we'll see. You're embarrassed for her, Lori. My youngest got so jealous. That's what Robin said. Robin said that her kids would be like jealous because Robin would say, okay, now you guys have to stay in your seats, and Summer wouldn't stay in her seat. So Robin would hold her because it was just easier with Summer, and Summer didn't have a lot of discipline apparently. And Robin would tell her own kids, no, you are going to stay in your seat. This is different. Like, she don't understand. And that her kids would get upset. Like, why are you letting, why can she do that, but I can't? You're my mommy. Supposed to be talking about what he's spending the reward money on. He has to find her. You know what? Why? Oh gosh, I've seen a lot of talk about him and the reward money and stuff. He has to find her first. Last time he got on here and didn't know me from Adam. I don't know him from Adam. We just have never crossed paths. And when I covered one of his videos with Candace, he came in here, joined the panel, which he can join the panel again and explain if he's here now. I don't know. My thing is, he came in here and immediately the first thing he said was, I have proof that Dawn, Benny, and Cher have been in the chat since before Summer went missing. Well, if you're going to say that, you should show the proof, because that's a big accusation and I just don't believe it. I know. I know, Punksy. I'm not fussing at you. I'm just saying, why is he so focused on this reward money? But we don't even, I mean, if you know where she's at, find her now. What are we waiting on? And it's just weird. I don't like it. Candace is such a helicopter mom. Does anyone else think it's weird, the relationship she had with Summer? 7 of us, yes. I do. And I really had suspicions of her at first. I kind of worked through that by watching her interviews, and there's a few videos on here about it, and then kind of seeing how now there was a lot of things that stood out and were weird in her interviews or in video clips of her, like packing the snacks for her, like Dora the Explorer packing her backpack all excited. But in the end, it just doesn't make sense to me. But I don't know. I think she's done some sketchy things. Think about the truck and stuff. I don't know, Melinda. It's possible. Can't work through it. She sounded so fake. I just can't let it go. I was there for a while. I was. For proof of who knows who and for how long, go to Luca Vega. Marion, where's that at? And we'll go to it. Hey, Cheshire. Hey, Skazzy. I come in a lot of different sizes. Sometimes I drip a little. If you blow me, it feels really good. What am I? Ew. I don't know, though. I have a feeling it's Gonna be something silly. What are you? I did, but I kind of know the position Robin was in, and I would have helped Candace too. Bleeding heart here. Yeah. I know what you mean. On YouTube. All right, Marion. So I guess weird that I said that and then you come in here, but I guess we'll go to it just for a second. We were going to evil. Sorry about that. Robin did notice the teeth decay, and she also mentioned, that she thought that I did, Woofy. She thought that when they got there, they were just like going to be begging and asking for stuff. Like she made a few comments that I don't know. So where am I going again? Luca Vega, Lukavega. All right, hold on. Let me try to get it pulled up and then I'll share screen. Oh, I see. Summer Wells, cult propaganda threatening nuclear war. Uh-oh. Well, I knew that we were going to be on a little adventure today, an information adventure. Smoke, snack, and talking smack. That's what I was thinking in the shower. I was like, I'm going to sit outside so I can smoke and bring snacks and talk smack. Okay, Luca Vega. Okay, now, Marion, which one should I be viewing? Yeah, there is so much info. Marion, that's true. There is just so much to go through, so much to dig through, so much to look at, so many things to look at again. And I worked with special ed kids, so everywhere I went, there was low socioeconomic problems, and we referred any medical issues to the nurse, and we had to drop it there. Satin and lace, yes, I remember that video, and I remember she had that new school outfit on. But wait a minute, so when could she have taken that? Because if it was a brand new outfit and she only put it on like that day. Huh. Waiting for my one floor to dry so I can get to the other one. It's okay, good grandma. All right. Let me go over here and look at this.
You got a bunch of Japanese people playing, typing with it. It's in English? Okay. Yeah, when they watch the one on Best of the Worst, it's in Japanese. The whole video, the whole 34 and a half minute.
I took the Bible to my school.
I don't know. I think I'll have to check this out on my own and then bring it back when we find, if there's anything there. I didn't monetize this video, but I was going to after I got off live, and that music will probably mess that up. In my opinion, the outfit has never looked like a first day of school outfit. Never. Remember how she put her in her swimsuit early that morning so she wouldn't be hot? The milk jug picture, she's in long sleeves and pants. I know, because she was cold. But then she's on cold milk jugs. None of that makes sense. I agree. It's crazy. Okay, so back to our church video. Evil exists. If you don't follow this channel, you got to. I love this channel. And then we found that other one the other day that's similar, the TFA, I think it was. See, look, within the last few hours, they've posted all these new pictures. Hunter getting married. Oh, see? Let's see what we found. Shoot.
The family vanishing without a trace. Months and months go by without any idea. Hunter,
I
the
messed this up. There we
15-year-old
go.
boy that was with Summer Wells at the swimming hole on the day she was reported missing. He was clearly seen on the video, splashing around in the water with Summer Wells, and Candace says that video was taken at around 12 o'clock.
I know somebody who wasn't clearly seen on the video.
They then ran some errands and dropped Hunter at home before returning to Ben Hill Road.
Oh my
After Hunter's
gosh.
interview with Chris McDonough from the interview room, we didn't hear much from him, and Andrew, his father, said he was in a safe place. Today, Emma from Crime Stories Obsessed posts some pictures of Hunter and the girl. Hunter has a very different hairstyle now, and I have no
Whoa.
idea who the girl
He's got like dreads.
is. Some were saying that it's Hunter's sister, but it would be pretty creepy to be kissing your sister like that, don't you think? Maybe
Yeah.
it's his girlfriend, since we know that he was dating someone, even back when Summer went missing. This picture is interesting
wow.
to me. Maybe it is a joke of some sort. Is Hunter getting married?
He
Andrew,
does have.
Hunter's
Well, I
dad
don't know if
says
he has
no.
dreads or just
So,
twists.
where is Hunter now, and how is he doing? The latest information is that Hunter is back at home. He is with Allie at their house in Kingsport, Tennessee. I also heard that Hunter is doing much better. It still
Okay,
remains
so
to be seen.
this is the picture, I guess, of him and this girl. Wow. Let's take that closed captioning off for a second. My husband. Oh my gosh. So there's the one of Hunter. Then we have this one. I know that I made, I don't know what it says under that. And then this one. Interesting. Good. I'm glad he's doing better. I hope he wasn't involved in anything, and I hope he's been honest with police. I feel there's things that they haven't told us that they've told police, because why would there be questions that Allie wouldn't answer because of the investigation, you know? Was known to not take the kids to the hospital when needed. Hey, Leave It to Bieber. Scroll down to group singers. Oh, okay. Browse on your own one day. She covers each person a little. Oh, cool, Marion. Thank you. I definitely will. Yeah, he is way too young to get married. But I think it would be really tragic for this young man's whole life to be ruined because of his relationship with Candace and what he may have witnessed with Candace and her daughter. And then he's like in the forefront of this horrible tragedy that we're not even sure what's happened. So I don't know. Let's see now. And then we're going to go do a Twitter search. Youngest daughter and apple of daddy's eye, said Rosemary Bly and Summer Wells have more in common. Hold on one sec. Okay. Could y'all hear that? It started playing that music from that other video. Here, let's look at this.
Springtime means Mother's Day and unbeatable prices on made-for-mom gifts. Like
Candace advertised Summer's
$15.99.
toys and birthday gifts on Facebook 7 months before she got gone.
This Bly has numerous Facebook and TikTok accounts. She has 2 YouTube channels, as far as I know too. I noticed that November of 2020, Candace
She has
was
a lot of
selling things on
Facebook accounts.
You know what stood out to me the most is that it seemed like it was mostly Summer's toys that she was selling. Let's think about this for a moment. Candace says that Summer loves Paw Patrol. She emphasized Summer leaving her little Paw Patrol dogs in the pots, where they were supposedly planting flowers or repotting cactuses that day. However, most...
Why would she sell the Paw Patrol like tower and Paw Patrol like dresser?
So the
And
things
then
here
you guys remember what Summer's room looked like, right? There wasn't jack shit in there. Oh my
are Paw
God.
Patrol toys that are being sold. Also, this toy in particular is a gift that Summer received for her 4th birthday, February 2020. Something else that really got me thinking is the little backpack and is lying there. It looks very
Huh.
girly, the type of bag that little girls would take to school. This stood out to me that Summer was supposed to start school in 2021 and she didn't get the chance. She could have probably used that bag to school too, or was Candace planning on buying her a new one? I highly doubt that. Another Paw Patrol toy that really stood out to me too. This one looks similar to the toys that were placed in the pot plants. All these toys were being sold just months before Summer vanished. Does it mean something, or did Candace just need money, so she decided to sell her kids' toys? Remember,
Oh
during
my
the interview with
God.
Chris McDonough, it didn't look like Summer had very many toys. Maybe it's because Candace sold it all.
Oh my God. Now that is just heartbreaking. Can you imagine that baby looking for her Paw Patrol tower and her, oh. Oh, Melinda, she got rid of her toys when she was alive, 7 months before she went missing. Oh my God. That is awful. That is just awful. I cannot believe that. I know Don Wells makes decent enough money. There is no damn excuse for that. None. That's disgusting. I did have a picture of her bedroom, but I must have deleted it. But it's basically just a cement walls and a couple little things in there. There was nothing in there. No wonder there was hardly any toys in her bedroom. It was planned out, just saying. Sell your own shit, Candace. Exactly. I'm not saying anything, but why would she sell those nice toys? Exactly what you said, Alex. Her room looked like a dungeon. Why wouldn't you keep things to make it look nicer for her? My problem, one of the things that's always been my problem was what he does for a living and the way her bedroom looked. And I know because a lot of the people in my family, and Bieber, you know, do construction. You like, tell me, would it not be so easy to gather scraps from jobs? You're doing drywall. You know, you've got paint. You know, you could make it look so much better with very little effort and very little money. There's no excuse for that. That little girl deserved to have a little princess room or a Paw Patrol room or whatever the heck. And apparently she did have toys. That Paw Patrol tower, my other friend, her little girl has that. And that's a nice toy. And can you imagine Summer looking for that? That's sad. Wouldn't that have been around Christmas time? Well, 7 months before. So, yeah. It had been about a month before Christmas. Unbelievable. She didn't have many toys. Laced in perfume. You're right. House of Horrors. Didn't know that. I didn't know it either, but that's why I love doing this kind of thing. I'm with you, Vicky. I'd say drug money or alcohol money is what that went for. They were in good condition. There is no excuse. I agree. That's why I like doing these kind of little where we kind of explore together. I hadn't seen that. Experienced sheetrocker makes some dang good money. Yeah. Not your typical garage sale. My little kids would be terrified of that basement. Yeah, mine too. You're right, Delana. That's true. Yeah, Don would. Oh my gosh, it would have been so easy for him to have changed that. I know exactly what you mean, Alex. Before my opinion changed, I offered to furnish tons of home stuff that we have accumulated from construction to the Wells family. No reply. That was sweet of you to offer. Hey, Sapito. Wait, isn't that like a Spanish, like, not pastry, but like, kind of like a pastry? Evil exists, make good content with good info and small snippets. I agree. I love it. I think that there's a place for everything. There's a place for these live chats, discussion, like deep dive conversations, but also sometimes you just want to get a little bit of info out, or people just want to look at something and find the answer quickly without digging through, something like an hour or two of this. Hey, Wicked West Paranormal. Brian, I don't think they fooled the authorities. I just think that since they haven't found Summer, they want to be really they want to make sure that if they charge, they have enough, and that'll probably take, extra time without having found Summer. Okay, so now we'll do a search on Twitter for Summer. Let's see what we can find for the latest. New pictures and update on Hunter. Someone post a timeline. There's a photo with, no, that's not the same one I was thinking of. So here's what I was telling you guys about. Summer Wells with Jennifer Coffindaffer, retired FBI, on Chris McDonough, the May 1st at 4 p.m. I cannot wait to see that. Oh, there's ours. How can I find out if this money made it to the charity? National Center for Missing and Exploited Children host Helen Barbera is trying to make sure that $7,000 raised went to charity. Dear Lord, we pray for truth and justice for Summer Wells in Jesus' name. Amen. How mad is everyone going to be when they find out the answers to Summer Wells have been here since June 15th? What? Yeah, we know. Let's view this. Missingkids.org. I want to see what Tim Mullen, let's do a Facebook check then really quick. Let me stop sharing. See if he has made a comment, given up this Wells Media Manager page. He's been told that they don't want him to manage it. And I kind of was curious how that was shaking out what was happening there. I can't see your comments yet, but I will get right back to it, you guys. Promise. Switch accounts to my YouTube account. Had to create a Facebook account just for YouTube videos, so all my messages and calls and stuff aren't coming in across the screen while we're live. Okay. Now. Love all the birds in the background. Wonder what Candace is up to this Friday. Apparently tonight, LFT, she's going to tell all at 8 p.m. at 9 Eastern. I heard there are 3 people connected to H that are traffickers. Sapito is absolutely the best ever. Okay. It's just so weird. I don't know. None of it makes sense. I need to finish that video. I wrote the letter to Candace. I just have to edit together a video. And I wanted to put I wanted to make sure it was a certain way. And I've just been lazy. Bentley had his shots, and yeah, I need to get to it. So we're going to share Facebook. Now, Media Manager Wells. Don't have much to say to you, buddy, considering you won't even talk to me. I am retired, per se, he says. Okay, April 24th. Here we go. For the 870 plus people that follow this page, thank you for your thoughts. It has basically served its purpose and has become redundant in repetition and responses. I will begin the process of either deleting random comments or consolidate the questions that have been asked with an answer to each, then deleting all the others. Or if I get too tired, just shut the page down. I'm draining too much time trying to be kind to many who prefer argument folly. There are very many who are wonderful people that have sincere questions, having just entered this arena. Private message may be the only route I take from now on. I will ponder this before deciding. Mr. Wells has just over 100 days left before he can be released in August. Wait, I thought they were saying he had to do his whole time and that Utah was waiting for him. Other than some news updates on the website and related, there is not much required of me at this time. I have given endless hours to help bring clear answers to how I assisted the family. The long, tedious, unscripted videos can be seen. You love giving people out that damn YouTube page, don't you? Jesus. Other than that, most everything else is private concerning the family and my relationship with them. The problem is, Tim Mullen, we know you have a YouTube page, but people sometimes want to communicate with you directly and talk to you and kind of ask you the questions and see direct answers to it, not finding it in hour-long YouTube videos, which there are several. But anyways, so the relationship with the family is private. Most people understand the reasons. There are few that prefer the negative side of all things, so it is vain to try to convince them otherwise. If they will not believe the basics of the videos, they cut themselves off from me and I have nothing else to share with them. Since I refuse to talk bad about the Wells family and tell their private matters publicly, there is no purpose to being interviewed on any of the YouTube channels that keep asking me sincerely as well as deviously. I'll speak to no one that tears the family down. That is their business on their channels, and they have their reasons for doing it, which is fine. But for myself, I do not want to get on their boat with them. I fully support law enforcement in their skills, experience, technology, and expertise. They function on so many levels. However, YouTube functions only on a power cord, so I feel more confident in giving my support to law enforcement. Likewise, I choose to maintain the foundation of the experts of the behavioral panel, Dr. Phil, the past polygraph test, along with other individuals I will not mention, to viewing the Wells as innocent in the loss of their daughter Summer, regardless of the endless symptoms continually being built on in the guilty until proven innocent arena of social media. Geez, I feel that is absolutely the process of our nation, which leaves law enforcement the freedom to do what they do best. YouTube has handled too many people power too easily. Oh, I see what he's saying. Has handed too many people power too easily. This is a new trend of humanity that is quickly showing its downside. It is always a mixed tree of good and evil. Power given without character, training, and experience first is dangerous. I'll let each person power. What are you talking about, bro? It's not like we're up here pretending to be police and or even investigators. You might be investigative journalists, but dude, we're sitting around talking about what's going on. Hold on one second. Okay, buddy. You can get the little cups. Yes, there is. Well, hold on a second. I'll get you one. Just give me 1 second. Okay, sorry, you guys. Let me make sure. Yeah, I didn't unmute or mute. I can't see the thing yet, but so he's saying power given without training and experience, character is dangerous. I'll let each person judge themselves on where they stand. That is not for me to decide, though at times I've had to bite the fist of my lips and typing fingers. He says, looking creepy as I do comes with the landscape. Being pounded comes with the landscape. Why should Dawn carry the whole load, or Candace? There is not one person that knows the whats and whys of what I have done to assist. I understand that. I also understand the curiosity. In one way, it is simple. In another, it is complex, because this is a complex case. The real world is the case itself, and law enforcement. I should have done this before. The noisy chaos that surrounds it is the digital social media world and news and entertainment industries. Most of what I did was to keep the noise to a limit so the real world could do its job. One day I might explain, but examples such as Lady Diana is enough. Paparazzi have always had a high risk of causing danger and harm and even death. We are not paparazzi. We are nothing like that. We don't want photos of them coming out of eating and shit like that. We want Summer to be found. We want the right information to be shared. We want to dig into the details and see if we can find things that maybe somebody else couldn't find or overlooked. We don't want to be paparazzi, and we don't want to be police officers. Dude, you're tripping. Okay, sorry, you guys. Let me keep going, and then I'll come back to chat. The explosion of social media and YouTube has only increased this risk. Oh, wait. Yeah, paparazzi cause harm and even death. Explosion of social media and YouTube has only increased this risk exponentially. Remember, a person can be pushed to destruction before truth or a case can ever be resolved. Enough said on that for now. Just remember, many times their present was your past, but their future may not be their present. Recovery and restoration are two of my favorite words. Helping someone is not a fickle, temporary friendship, but each thing done is always projected to its effect on the future and sometimes long-term future of a person. The investment in the potential of good in a person is never in vain. I may tweak this later, but I think it expresses enough. Yeah, you think? It was so long you can't even follow it. I want to delete it, but he needs to wonder what the outcome of this page is going to be. He wants to delete the page, but he needs to think about it first. I feel the sincere have received what they need to know. Okay, that makes no sense. So, questions and rumors is why I yielded to make this page. Nothing private of the Wells family will be shared. That was on the same day. Let's check out the comments, but let me come to you guys first. Holy cow, that took a lot. I think he knows a lot more too, and he is kind of creepy looking. Dragging Diana into it. Yeah, to Princess Diana. Paparazzi. It's crazy. Bro, explain right now. I mean, you come on to be the media manager. Well, isn't he special? You come on to be their media manager, but you don't even want to talk to different people covering the case. And I don't know, it just, Sonia, that's what I've heard as well. Hey, Nicole. Timmy, looking creepy as I do. That kind of made me feel bad. All right, let's check out little Tim's comments, because sometimes they can, well, there's only 4 on this one. Let's see. Yielded, you're making this post now to deflect a personal attack using this child's image as a buffer. Just stop. Enough exploitation already. He says, actually, I'm trying to convince myself to keep this page up. It drains tons of valuable time answering and re-answering questions that no one reads. We read them on here. Nor believes the answers. It may have served its purpose. The attacks just come with the landscape, DA. Many people simply cannot believe that someone helps just for help's sake. No comments. Oh, he limited the comments on his little statement. Then we have this one. Getting real. Ask questions only if you choose to believe or respect answers. Otherwise, time in your life is wasted. He's limited who can comment on this too. Someone says the notion of whether or not I'll ask a question based on the presumption that I'll believe or respect the answer makes it impossible to ask a question. It's putting the cart before the horse. And then he said yes. Update on the dogs. He limited these comments. Wow, he's really locking stuff down. Every time I get on here, there's more things deleted, more things you can't comment on. It's just, it feels sneaky. Stealing others' posts. Someone said it's called sharing. Notice the share option on the YouTube video. Even on this post, I'm happy to share the info on sharing info with you. I'm sure you have got permission. No, you don't need permission to share someone's video like that. You're helping the creator to share their videos. Yep, and the creator can do the disable share. Here he says, getting real. I have nothing to do with shoes. So this is like, I guess that's how he wrote this one too. Getting real. Here he says, getting real. I have nothing to do with shoes, especially those being sold with Summer's picture on them. Whoa, 73 comments. Would you please actually post a real getting real post about the child that's missing and what you're doing to try to help find her? And he says, this page is not about Summer. It is a page I was practically forced to do. Oh, Tim. A page I was practically forced to do in order to answer the myriad of questions people had and rumors about what the media manager does and does not do. Please visit the website linked, Facebook, YouTube, for more. Then maybe you need to put a stop to it. That entire site is creepy AF, as well as the YouTube site exploiting these missing babies. How is it your name is watermarked on the thumbnail? What? Oh, I see it. TM. Do y'all see the not the Tim Mullen, the TM right there? Whoa. It actually is watermarked on there, which anybody could have done that, but, well, no, whoever posted the thumbnail. He says maybe that is another Tim. Maybe it is not even saying Tim. Maybe all this folly is just that. He says folly all the time. Then someone says nothing but a shit show. He says, I disagree. Scrape aside all the hoopla, and it is a solid professional case of a missing girl named Summer Wells that law enforcement is diligently working to solve and is more than capable of doing so. If you think it is a show, I highly recommend you turn off the show and look at the real world issue of professionals that are experienced, qualified, and technologically advanced to resolve. Oh, God. Then this person says these people are not in it for Summer, including Tim. Then, are you and 423 related? And he says, I've only talked to Brad on the phone during the design phase of the billboard. We are not related. Candace doesn't even trust you. Stop inserting yourself into people's private matters and lives. Did you delete my comment? Could you please address the statements made from Candace spokesperson that your services are no longer needed? He says, I do not discuss their privacy. See, that's interesting. Now that he's no longer needed, he's taking the page down. Look, someone called him Jim. You are the news, Jim. Because remember, he called himself Jim on that phone call that was being recorded. Oh, my God. He's just his. I know, Melinda. And they go, yeah, TMZ. they go like they're hard to follow. They just don't. I don't know. I'm gonna go leave a comment. Let us know how it goes. He's feisty, but I don't know. Someone else says, I heard you've been kicked and Candace doesn't want anything to do with you. He says, I respect their privacy. So she says, sir, that clears everything up. It's a privacy matter. Someone should tell Candace that. Oh my goodness. It's crazy. I just can't believe that. I don't know. I just can't believe any of it, you guys. Let me see. What is the family's page on Facebook? Find Summer Wells. Let's see. Find Summer Wells, yes. Official family Facebook. Here we go. Their last post was April 13th. The news thing. I'm wondering if Tim's running this too. He is, right? Thank you to everyone helping us find our daughter. Let's see what the comments look like. I don't know. I think they could be posting so much more. They could be posting so many photos of her. They could be sharing like little things about her, asking people to share them, what she liked, little quirky things like what the experience when she first started walking, the first time she went swimming, I don't know. It's kind of feels like here's Predator Hunter Nation. That's where she's supposed to be on tonight. Let's see if they have an advertisement. Huh. Nope, I don't see anything yet about it. I don't know, you guys. The very last thing I want to do to see what's being said right now, I want to do just a quick little Google search to see what is coming up. No one is trying to find her. They're all trying to make money off of her. When we just saw that she's selling, she was selling Summer's toys 7 months before she went missing. That made me sick. From then on, it's completely like changed. I don't know. It's just awful. I cannot even. It is so weird. Tim is so weird and creepy. Vibes. I like your name, by the way, Vibes. But yeah, which that's funny. He acknowledged that he's creepy. Okay, so let's stop the share. And one last thing. So I wonder if these women that are representing Candace are going to create some kind of web page, group, blog, something that we can follow with updates and stuff like that. Okay. So let me share this. Oh, thanks, Brian. Share screen. It's hard not to get frazzled over some of this stuff, and it just like stays with you it's there. So this is kind of what comes up when searching for her. I guess I could do like a latest search, what's been posted most recently, but we've kind of went through these things. Let me see. Yeah, so I think I do know that there were other YouTubers down there recently, and advanced search, maybe like that. this week. Let's do that. 16 hours ago, WJHL put out a thing. See, I would have missed this. What did they put out? The timeline to now. Okay, that's really it. Just their links for the case. I'm glad that they keep writing about it, though. That makes me happy. 18 hours ago, the Daily Beast put out a thing that says the mom and grandma have addressed accusations. Wait, I haven't seen any of this. Let's do this first. Well, that's the same thing. Jeez. So that's both of their local news have to go to the same thing. We'll read this one, though. This is interesting. Summerwell's mom, the Daily Beast, updated. Why does it say 18 hours ago? They must have added something to it. No? What in the hell? "18 hours ago." CDT, Don B, Crime Mystery Monsters. Summerwell's lead investigator. Dang, did you see some of those other searches? Which we've already heard about this. Other legal cases, meaning the Utah stuff and the stuff Don's going through right now, are not slowing down the case. So that's pretty much, that wraps it up for now, what we were doing. Yeah, I think he will. But you know what, Delana? I'm worried. So now at least we've had Tim Mullen in our sights. Now he's not going to be at all. And I don't know. I guess he will be because he works for the community in different ways. But I want to keep my eye on him because I don't know. Something just don't set right with him. Been there. It's not as big as it looks. So I just can't over this case. I know. Well, I know that I'm going to continue to get into this Lily Peters. And I want to talk a couple cases that are older. The Menendez brothers is one I'm kind of thinking of right now. And I want to watch that new documentary with John Wayne Gacy on Netflix. Oh, thank you, Melinda. Vicky. Thank you, Ree. And then, I don't know, I guess I'll just see what happens. I know I want to do the true crime news show that I do. I'll cover cases that you guys want to hear, the most trending cases. But then I also like to go in and see what's going on that we're not hearing about. And that one's really important to me. That documentary is good. Oh, awesome. I'm traveling tomorrow, so I have to go get ready. I have 2 packages that have to go out before I leave town. Yeah. My eyes are doing a lot better. Hey, Broken Justice, how are you? It just breaks my heart that I know, Delana. Just imagine, though, you guys. I know we all think the worst because it's been so long, but she could totally be out there, alive, either having been adopted to someone or maybe by someone who's holding her captive. But she could, it could still end in a positive way. So, yes. Thank you, Vibes. Yes, tonight on True Crime Analyst, it's 8 Central, so 9 Eastern. Support with Stephanie, True Crime Analyst, and possibly Psych Sound Off. And I'm going to be there. We're going to be talking about the Delphi case. We are done playing paparazzi now, but if anybody happens to see, Candace out and can get some photographs of her outfit or what kind of car she's in, can you email those to me? And I'll pay you. I'll give you a percentage of the payment for whatever, article I write. Oh, and our live is the exact time of Candace's live, supposedly on Predator Hunter Nation. and Rescue Our Children. They have 2 channels, and usually they'll stream to both at the same time. 9, I believe 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Thank you, Allison, for coming. They would let the brothers out. That case is so sad. I want to know more. Okay, there's a couple ones that are going to court that I want to be following too. I know for sure Letitia Stout. I'll be all over that. Lori Daybell, Megan Boswell, which me and Bieber were supposed to do a show about that. There's some other cases coming up too, but oh, thank you, Broken Justice. I'm excited too. Anyways, thank you for hanging out with me. Oh, thank you, Sonia. You're the best. I love just kind of hanging out, smoking, eating snacks and talking smack, and then looking at updates and kind of seeing what's going on and doing it together. It's fun. It's like just hanging out with a bunch of your friends. So, yeah. Oh, thank you. You're awesome, Wicked West. Delana, it'll be on True Crime Analyst tonight. Awesome. All right, you guys. I will see you soon. I probably won't be able to be on tomorrow because I'm traveling, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. I love you so much, and I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.